Witch summoned. We're ready to play. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a critically average adventure and this little corner of the universe that we like to call Out of the Cold. It's a D&D 5e campaign. I'm playing with my friends, and these are my friends. Hey!
Hey!
Yeah. So, we join our party on the way to the small town of Vermilion. They have travelled there from a sunken temple in the middle of a lake, where a group of people called the Wanderer's Lament exist. An organisation seemingly well stocked, seemingly well organised, and one of them has joined the party we have here, Jara Lapcheron, to accompany them on their way. They began their journey with Bishop at the reins, steering, a polar bear guiding, basically, spotting things on the way, dodging through a rather dodgy patch of ice out on the lake as they turned back into the land and started climbing up the peaks the way that they could with the sled and polar bear cart. In last episode, we also saw an exploding cat that turned into more cats. We also came across several things in the forest. Arden tracked a sort of half-human, half-elk fey creature into the forest and found a portal within the forests to see who was also offered an option of help for the party should the need arise. Slightly further on, after their lunchtime midday sort of stop off, they also found a abandoned campfire area, and they discovered the frozen corpses of 3 white dragonborns, a cleric, a ranger, and a royal of some sort. The royal being a half human or half not full dragonborn. There were less scales, more human features, or mammalian features rather. Maybe that's more. No, not. I don't know what's ape features, because mammalian could be Nyala as well. And then we zoomed back out and went to a conversation that Bishop and Ijara were having on these individuals, and I think we're coming to the point probably where it would be that night's camp. I don't know how you feel about that, guys. Does that make sense to you? Your first kind of nights camping on the in this kind of ruinous forest and rock wasteland. How do we go about that? What's the score here? Bishop, you just kind of, you see the light start dwindling from behind you because you're heading west now. You've kind of gone out northeast, turn back almost directly west to start climbing up the side of this volcanic activity that's to the west.
So I'm assume with the history of traveling with these people that this is roughly the time that we wouldn't set up camp. So I would slow down, look for a nice camping spot so that they can start setting everything up.
Yeah, cool. Yara has made several rounds of tea at this point, and is in the back. I think Arden was riding up top when you initially set up, and I think that was is that going to be your riding spot for the rest of this day? You can sort of see that. You also see this then. Nyala, where would you be? Would you be up top next to Bishop? Are you going to be in the back with Ijara, who's on tea duty?
Well, I thought she would be helping Bishop lighting up the fire, and then she would just go inside to try to make food.
Okay.
At least something hitable.
Oh yeah, because Bishop.
You just have a bad stomach.
Yeah, you have you cooked some.
Me and Ijara were just fine. You were
enjoyed it, in fact.
Yeah.
So a camp is made. Are we doing anything or is anybody hunting? You've already hunted once today, really. So you've had a lot of good food. You can survive off of rations if you wish to.
I'll do the rations if no one's gonna hunt.
Yeah,
But
cool.
I
So
don't think I'm gonna hunting.
you should have had
Unless
25 rations that you got stocked up at the Lament. Did I add any rations to my thing? No, I forgot. Oh, I didn't add them.
I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go foraging because thanks to my background, I can. Where is it? There it is. I can find food and fresh water for 5 people each day, provided that the land offers berries. So I'm gonna try to look around and forage what I can find.
Okay, cool. Could you make me then a nature check? Or no, survival, sorry. Just your
Yeah, I was going
survival.
survival. First check. And that's a 12.
I'm
No, it's not bad. It's not a bad check. Let's see what you find.
fishing.
Diaz, you're glitching again.
Oh,
Okay, so the you are able to harvest the snow melt itself and turn that into water, obviously, and melt it down over the stove, and it's drinkable water here. The and the food that you find seems like to be a kind of it's not a berry, but it's a like a bulb, like a root of some sort that seems edible that you can sort of chop and put into a stew to add to the pot.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to go to actually Bishop for this one and show them the route and like, do you think it's not toxic? Do you think? I found it when I was looking around.
would I know that?
In nature it if you want,
You
and you're going to
and
get
my
it.
proficient
You
in
get it
nature.
with advantage as well, because you've got Nyala there as well. You two looking it over.
Oh, 16.
It's not toxic. It is just a bulb of a flowering plant, that kind of has a sort of a long central stamen, purplish flowers, but doesn't is not toxic.
But it is edible,
It is edible.
right? Yeah. Yeah, it seems to look fine from what I experienced, so it should be fine to cook with.
Okay. Do you want me to cut it in thin lamels? This would be easier to cook.
Honestly, it's up to you. You're the one that's cooking. It's up to how you prefer to cook your food.
Well, if you were listening to me, you would be eating human flesh every day.
Should we be the one allowing you to cook?
It's fine, honestly. Back on the island, I used to eat little berries and roots also with little animals that I could find. Honestly, the right times I eat humanoid meat was only because travelers were stupid enough to come in my land.
No more human flesh.
I know, you said it one time, I understand, and I know why.
Do you? Do you really?
I'm teasing you. It's fine. I'm not going to do it again, except if I really have to.
Bishop is just not a big fan of whatever the fuck she just heard.
I'm really not convinced by this. If we ever get stranded on this island, I hope I'm hiding up a tree. And again, cats are notoriously good climbers. I'll make a raft and try my chances on the sea.
I didn't hear the last part. Can you repeat, please?
I said I'll try my chances and make a raft and out onto the sea.
Look, if
you might actually have a better chance of survival. You're gonna wake up with a hungry Nyala on your ankle. Like, what? It's just an ankle. Who needs ankles?
It's the
Look, if
boniest
you're-
bit.
Look, if you're worried I might eat one of you because we're stuck somewhere, I'd rather eat myself first.
I'd rather you didn't eat anyone.
Ijara comes out from the back of the car with like a selection of a tray with cheese on it and stuff. We eating outside? We eating inside? What we doing today? The weather is clement as it can be. There's no snowstorm currently. There's often a little bit of drift off the top of the tops of the snow drifts, like a, you know what I mean, like where it blows from the top and kind of carries across your camp. But we could watch the stars tonight.
It would be nice.
It will be clear, I think. I think it might be clear.
Eliza, do you know how to cook?
Do I know how to cook?
Hmm.
Well, I have cooked.
I
I wouldn't say I'm the best, but I can give it a go. You want me to have a go?
mean, if you want help, we can cook with you.
Okay.
And Nanjala was our resident chef.
You miss her? It's only been a day or two, but you miss her.
I think it still hasn't sunk in that they're not coming with.
Tough times. When you've been with someone for a long time and they get close to the hard places, can be difficult. I understand. I do not want to take their place.
Oh, we're not asking you to.
No.
Never. Why would you think that?
Well, sometimes when someone leaves and someone joins, there's expectation. I am
I'm not
being
going
me.
to deny that.
I'm going to be me. They can be they.
Trust me when I say I lost all expectations for most people I've met on this journey a long time ago.
Hey,
That's a very, very grim outlook. Look, we'll make you good food. We won't put any of the bones in or meats in. And we make you vegetarian today just because of that.
I'd appreciate that.
I found roots, by the way.
Look, even local cuisine, see? Did you expect that?
Looking around at the local landscape doesn't make it look like a delicacy, but I mean, I suppose we've got to make the best with what we've got.
Okay, they were going to roll. Do you want to roll with advantage then, while Celia, for a kitchen dex? Then we're going to call this.
Sure. Oh God.
Or do you want them to roll with advantage? Is your
They,
idea?
I
they
mean,
won't, they
what do
weren't
you want me
poisonous raw, but they're going to be poisonous after they've been cooked.
okay. What do you want me to roll?
It's straight up dex is what we've been doing for these kitchen checks. I know it's normally survival, but it's I like having a kitchen dex.
Okay. Well, I have a +3, so that would be fine. I think.
I'm here as well, so I'm the same as well. So you can roll with advantage.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely need advantage.
Oh, no.
19.
A 19. Well, this is the first meal, I think, Arden, that you've had cooked for you that hasn't contained any meat in sometimes, apart from back at Teresa's. I think they made you something that was edible, and so this is hot food that is non-meat, and the root kind of almost has maybe some of the floral entities of it seep through into this broth, giving it a light aromaticness, maybe a bit like fennel in there, but with kind of like a thick gravy that kind of is made from the base rations that you have with you. Some sort of what do they call it? Like grain in there.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but this is actually quite pleasant.
See,
Here.
you expected very little. You got not bad.
You can never get disappointed when you have low expectations.
This is very true. So maybe you are actually an optimist.
Kind of, I suppose. Maybe, probably not.
It depends on the situation, I say.
Suppose. Bishop, you having some? Let's serve you one.
Yeah. Please.
We have some rabbit left. Perhaps you would like some in it.
No, I'm good.
You good?
Okay.
Okay.
Bishop is gonna go eat like in front of the car, like in her spot in the driver's seat.
Okay. This one is
So-
quiet. This one is always away. Not quiet, this one.
I think she doesn't like Arden. They. Oh, god damn it.
It doesn't matter. I don't really care. They don't really care. He, her, they, them. They don't really give a fuck.
Well, they is more neutral, so I try to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't matter. You can call him whatever.
So Jara,
Yeah.
do you know much about Vermilion?
I've not been, like I said, like I know that like George and Lucas. I know Lucas from being in Marin, and like he's always on about the good old days, Vermilion, blah 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 blah, my wife, blah 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 blah.
Other than that, you know nothing about it.
No, I know roughly where, but it's not one of the places that is all that good. Like everybody says the little tales about the speaky voices and creepiness, and you know, there is enough undead in these forests for me to go and hunt and punch. And I feel like I'm doing my bit. But when you guys came, it was like, now these, yes, these are got motivation. They're not just going for a general undead. They're going for the big daddy. They're going for the lich. And I'm like, I like this. I will punch a lich.
I mean,
Thing
you're
is-
going to be served.
In Vermilion, I don't think this is the kind of undead that we can punch and stab our way out of. I think there's something at work in Vermilion that needs a little bit more fragility.
You know, I envy a bit them a bit when they were back in Vermilion. They had a home and they had to left, but they built a new one. I envy
So-
that.
You envy who, sorry, Neil?
People that left Vermilion.
Yeah, I envy them because they had a home they had to left, but they rebuilt it and made it a new home, safer.
Well, Merlin has been there a long while. Like, Merlin is older than Vermilion, you know?
Yeah, but it's complicated.
It's people that move the place.
See, I am not complicated, and I don't do complicated. Complication is not how you say.
That's my job.
You do that job. I do the other jobs that don't complicate. We find our place within the group. Hey, Bishop.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
eating the food made.
Why are you eating there?
I like to eat in private.
You got bad teeth?
No, force a habit.
You're not dribbling the food down your top. I don't worry, I do sometimes.
I think Bishop is guarding the cart.
It's all there, not far. Well, if you're happy, we are talking about complications.
I was talking about it was nice to have a home to
No,
come
I'm
back to.
good.
Come on, Bishop, say again.
Oh,
Oh shit! What did I say?
Okay.
Something about
Oh no,
complications. I know.
Oh, no.
Glitchy.
glitchy
Yep.
Bishop.
glitchy.
Oh.
I know.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
Blah, blah, blah,
Oh, you're
blah.
really glitchy, dude.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Okay, we'll continue around the sort of table until we get a bishop back. So yeah, excuse me. They will say yeah that they know George and Lucas, but I've never been familiar. Let's see what what they remember of the story is. Let's have a it'll be oh, it will be
There you go.
it'll be
Brother?
straight up intelligence. They remember very little of the stories that they were told, but they kind of say people left, everything was crazy, and don't know why. But if you remember, who was looking at the history of the Sletneys? Now I think that was Nyala, wasn't it? Yes. If you remember Nyala, it seems like the abandonment happened after the death of Deles Sletney, his father. And that's when people started leaving, or the bad stuff started happening there. Yeah. Which you shared with the party. I think you told everybody. Yeah, I think it was an openly shared kind of meeting when you were doing this stuff. It was a kind of discussion and research kind of little bit of a large part of the last game actually. You were all looking through these tomes in underneath the lament, or with the lament, sorry.
So, how long have we got left? It's 2 weeks to get there, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's this way. It's quicker this way than it is, well, longer this way, but safer this way than climbing. Climbing, we could get to the edge of the lake, stop, and go straight up. Not fun. Not fun.
Not fun at all. I take out the map to see what's en route. Like, is there anything specific en route in regards to landmarks, scenery, rivers, cliffs, valleys, stuff like that? Anything in particular?
Yeah, so as you look along, you see that these cliffs climb for quite some time, taking you higher up and up. You see that there is a kind of crevasse that drops down in between, which you have to circumnavigate, moving yourself slightly further north. This is what takes possibly one of the reasons why it takes a longer time to go, because you've kind of got to
go around rather than
go round this dip in the space in the cliff pattern, and Yeah, and then there's this kind of patchy forest here and there. Some are slightly more treed than other parts. But yeah, it's not a bad sort of. It's not the worst journey that you can make, certainly, but it's not. It's also
How
not.
much- looking at the map, I'm just like, how much time do you think we'd gain if we went down and up the crevasse rather than round it?
Well, it would take a huge amount of time. Bishop,
You could. I think you would maybe be enough able. Well, there is no depth marking on this crevasse. There's no indication. It's not as clear on the topography of how deep it goes.
Maybe when we get there, maybe we have a look at. 1 second. My battery's running.
do you want me
I'm
to
here.
prepare feather fall
Just-
just in case?
Well,
Sorry,
if
second,
I'm
Celia?
not today, but I mean, I'll be okay. But
I
what
asked
about somebody
if,
else?
I asked if
wouldn't-
you wanted me to prepare feather fall.
Certainly wouldn't hurt. But I'm just wondering, like, maybe we can evaluate it once we get there, and if it saves us time, maybe we give it a
I'm
go.
always up for a shortcut. Like, quicker we get there.
If it's too treacherous, we'll carry on around. But if we think we can tackle it, maybe we should.
Okay, sure.
I don't know. It's piquing my curiosity a little bit. Crevasses, things fall down there. Maybe we could find something.
I'm not
Okay.
a huge fan.
The more time we spend up here, the more things and people and places we run into. Stuff that's been lost to the waste.
You don't need to remind me.
Because people don't tread this very often. I feel like if anywhere is going to swallow things up, it's going to be a deep, dark crevasse. Maybe there's answers, more questions. I don't know.
How would you get back up?
We've got our climbing gear, we'll be fine. But if we do decide to cross it, we'd have to leave the sled back.
It would waste a day searching what's down the.
It could take us
crevasse.
days to go around it.
What about Esmond? What about Bill?
I don't know. It was just an idea. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Yeah. Okay, we go. You want the guy to take a watch first? Who wants to? I'm okay. Like, I'm feeling good. I'll watch.
I can take one of the earlier watches. I'm not that tired.
I need rest for my spells and everything to change and study them. So I think I take the last one.
Okay, cool. So I would like. I'm gonna roll a dice.
You're
Alright.
going to do perception checks.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a dice for Ijara. I'll take the first watch. Okay. Arden, if you want to do the second watch, roll me a D20.
Perception or just a d20?
A D20 first.
13.
Cool.
Our number.
A D 100, please.
D100. Uh, 67.
Okay. And oh, okay. Hold on. I think child invasion is imminent. Hold on. Sorry. You, Arden. As you peer out, you hear the snapping of twigs and a grunting, more of a maybe a moaning.
Does it sound humanoid or does it sound animalistic or?
Make me a nature check. You've gone on to mute somehow.
Natural 20 plus 1, so 21.
Oh,
Ooh.
first net 20.
It's, well, as you listen, it seems more of a, does sound like it would be made, the tones would be made with vocal cords, that of a humanoid. Sounds like one voice, but it's not making any words. Snap, twigs breaking.
I give a bit of a I start doing like a rhythmic tapping on the side of the cart to try and get people to wake up. Or
Yeah, Ijara naps on the front of the cart, like wrapped in the blanket on the driver's seat, and is first to kind of. What's the knocking? What? Oh yeah, what is that?
I think we have company. Undead.
You want that we go look?
I think we should wait.
Okay.
They might go straight past us. It's not trying to draw attention.
Okay, they are going to.
I'm going to
They
tap
go-
on the cart again, lightly, trying to get the others to wake up a little bit, try and get their attention.
Could you make me a?
Actually, I'll do my little bit of origami and I'll get my crane. And I'll send my crane out to smack Nyala in the forehead.
Oh, you
I
do
have a
need to use.
passive 19. Just saying.
You would need to also, for me, Arden, at some point, write me what you wrote to Nan and Rook as a bit of homework.
Yes. Sorry,
Okay.
forgot about that.
That's all right. I just remembered it then as you told me about the notes again. So yeah, a little fluttering of a thing goes inside the cart and kind of it hits, and then I imagine it unfolds.
Yeah.
And it's that cat thing.
Jerk.
Big capital letters, just wake up on it.
I imagine you're inside the cart and it's flying inside. Bishop, maybe. Bishop, where were you kipping? I don't want to tell you where you were kipping, really, but Nyala normally kips inside for practicing magic.
That's a good question. I thought I would normally sleep outside if it's possible, but no.
The warmth of the
Can't
cart
touch my
is
feet.
probably too tempting.
Yeah.
Unless you're on the next watch and Ijara's on the next watch, so you might come outside on that second part, maybe.
No, they said they got all three, so I'll say I'm like somewhere hidden in a corner or something.
Yeah, maybe one of the couches with your feet up on a stool, not in a proper bed, just kind of tucked away in a winged back chair that exists in this space. Yeah, so you get a note that says "wake up" on the front of your face. Yeah.
And do I hear anything?
You're inside, remember? The sound works a bit strangely inside this place, if you remember.
So I don't hear Arden knocking?
Oh, you would hear that was like, well, you're passive, so you're asleep. What's your passive?
19.
19. Oh, you probably would even hear that then with the tapping, yeah. So yeah, you wake up, Nyala, with a note on your face. Bishop, you wake up with a not a start, but you hear the something too rhythmic to be a wild creature.
What's going on again?
I'm gonna grab my mom because last time I was walking out, there was a bunch of undead.
Yeah. Before Bishop goes out, Nyala just stopped them a bit, like, you didn't told me at the camp. You have somewhere to go home. Will you go back?
That's not important right now. I head towards
I'll
the
ask you
door.
tomorrow. For now, let's see what this idiot wants.
You step out into the cold and you immediately see Arden, fingers to lip. Both of you. And as he tells you to listen with the symbol, the signals, Ijara is like really eyes wide.
Excited.
Something is
When I
Jara's getting their gear ready to like excited for a fight.
like clenching the sword that they hold.
Can I try and see the direction of where it's coming from? Try and see if I can see anything.
Yeah, same here.
After a little while, you see a lone figure kind of brushing through the trees. Snap here, a crack there. And you see this lone figure pass through, and you see armor, thick armor. You see a white face, and you see them move in a way that you've seen creatures move before in the Western Reaches. You believe this to be an undead creature of some sort.
Does it seem to be alone?
It seems completely alone.
Rusted. Something is wrong.
Should we take it down or do we leave it? Hasn't seemed to have noticed us yet.
We're gonna get his attention. He might scream and alert the others.
What if we're quiet and take it down silently? Can't leave it wandering around at night. What if it circles back and runs into us?
If any of you can make it not do a sound, then maybe we can take it quietly.
We'll have to stay here then. I'm so loud. I don't get to punch the thing.
It's okay. Look.
I will stay. You go. Arden with your sneaky feet.
Bishop, can you go with him, please?
Good. Well, I'm not the best at sneaking around.
Could I have a stealth check if you're going to approach, folks?
Okay. I'm going to try and get a bit closer just to scope out, see if there are any more, or if it's just on its own.
Cool. Yeah, just make a stealth to see if you can get close without noticing.
Yeah, Nyala is going to actually cast Magen and ready it to launch into the mouth of the undead. making it unable to make a sound.
I'm going to guidance myself.
Okay, that's
to give-
30 feet for Mage Hand, right?
Let me see.
I believe so.
Yeah, 30 feet.
Okay, yeah, if it gets closer, you might be able to, and if you got closer, you might be able to. This is probably 50 feet off at least, 50, 60.
Okay.
Stealth.
14.
It hasn't noticed you, and you move closer. It is just one on its own, not for a long way around it. Is there anything else? But at this closer distance, you see that this is undead, but this is armored undead. And you've seen some that had basic armor and stuff. This is
Militarized.
This is quite well made armor that they are wearing. Plus, it is not where the flesh has slopped away from the face and there is bone revealed. Well, the face is completely not what not many of the folks that you saw before had this bone structure. This is the face of a dragonborn.
Right.
If I zoom in, right, with like my eyes, with the goggles, like does it look like just like a basic like zombie or undead, or does it look like something stronger?
Nature check, I guess, for that.
Nature, okay.
You can
Where's
figure this
my
out.
nature? Do I get advantage because it's undead?
No, why would you get advantage because you're undead?
The hunter's bane thing?
Because they're you got
I have an advantage to require information about fey, fiends, or undead.
Yes.
With this, yeah, okay, thanks. You said nature?
Yes.
Yeah. Here's hoping I roll high. Hey, 22.
Nice.
You think this is a basic form of creature by the way it moves? It doesn't have the speed of some of the other ones that you've previously seen. It's just a basic undead. It's like it's far from control, you know what? Like it doesn't seem to be very directional. It's just
I got separated from the herd, like that
yeah,
type of
it's
stuff.
almost in its kind of almost neutral state. It's as it moves, it's kind of just stomping through these things, bashing into twigs, bumping off the trees. This kind of moan coming up.
Ça fait peur, maman. Merci, maman.
Does this feel out of place to anybody else?
Yeah. Told you it was weird.
Looks to me that I just got separated or lost from whatever horde it was in. Up to you. You want to kill it or you just want to leave it here?
I'll make another crane and send it at the undead, like just to patter into its chest.
It barely affects it. It doesn't even seem to notice this paper crane.
So weird.
You're back on the cart, by the way, Yana, so you would probably not be able to talk to the other folks. You have Ijara with you. What are they doing?
I'm going to. Oh dear. Whoops.
Yeah, is that a beer?
Sorry, yeah, that was my beer. Just throwing my beer about. It's a good job there wasn't much left in it. Just gonna get a tea towel. One sec.
Yeah.
Before I'm going to cast Emboldening Bond on myself and Bishop.
Okay.
Be right back, sorry.
So
Would I notice what he's doing?
I don't know. You'll have to find out how he casts it.
I mean, touching the undead and everything.
Well, he wasn't touching it. He folded his paper crane and flew it towards them. And at that distance, a small folded paper crane would be very, very hard to see. You'd see them maybe crouching, like looking at the creature,
Mm.
kind of trying to assess what it was. You'd think they're just trying to get a closer look. I imagine that's what you would assume from it. What are they?
I think
Are they just looking at it?
I think for now.
I wish they would punch it.
Knowing Arden though, maybe he has something else in mind. Just investigating this kind of stuff. It's weird because it's just one and it seems lost, if I dare to say.
Bishop.
Yeah.
Be quick if things go bad, right? Be quick.
I already have my weapon ready. Oh, you know.
Can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to stand up and walk towards it.
Okay. You're to its back left side, and you start walking towards it. It is walking forwards. It's still bumping into trees, bashing off and stuff.
I'm just gonna slowly like approach it, and to the point where I'm just walking alongside it, kind of like seeing even if it just pays me any attention whatsoever.
Okay.
I'll say I'm like 10, 15 feet back, you know.
Okay.
That's-
Can you please make me a dexterity save?
Oh, God. Okay, not as harmless as I thought. Okay.
I'm really going to give you back the ring.
He's a monk. He has like amazing saves, you know, for dex.
Not amazing. 13.
Oh, oh, I was wrong.
You jinxed me there. Mate. You jinxed me.
Nice.
You
Nice.
really jinxed me there.
It'll
Oh, hold on. Bolton and Bomb. Does that give me saving throws as well?
Yes, it does. Get D4, I think.
Yeah, so I get to roll a d4 and add that to that. I don't know whether it'll make any difference, but let's find out. 1, 14.
You walk alongside it, and as soon as it this kind of frosty little remnant of an eye catches you, the thing turns and breathes on you, and you are enveloped in a frosty cold sheen, and you take 13 cold down. Oh no, you pass. So you take 6
passed.
cold,
Yeah.
cold damage.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Did you pass? Hold on. I've got to work out what the
14.
DC is, because it's not it's a character type thing. 8.
What's be a remnant?
8. Sorry, I'm 8. Yeah, you did just. It was 13 was the DC. Sorry. Yeah, you did. So, yeah.
That's tell you what.
I didn't jinx it. You see?
So yeah, you take 6 cold damage as this ice thing wraps around you. Would everybody please roll for an initiative, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
We get an order, please.
I thought it was just going to be docile and unbothered by anything because it wasn't affected.
Oh,
No.
fucking terrible.
I got a 7. You can have under that.
I got 6.
Oh fuck.
I got 8.
Oh
Oh, God.
6, 7, and 8.
Oh, oh, oh.
no! For fuck's sake.
Okay.
At least we're in sync.
Yeah, I mean that's
Right?
beautiful.
Well, not exactly. If we were in sync, we would all have like 6, 7, or 8.
Ijara on tender hooks immediately sees you shudder and this ice shroud surrounds you and will just run. So they're going to move their full movement and they're going to dash. So up to 60 feet and be in combat with them. But because they have run, that's their action and their movement. They may they're going to take a bonus action. Let's see. What are they going to do? No, they're not going to do a bonus action at all. They're very rested. They don't need to do anything else for now. So they're going to charge up and they're going to go, yeah, just full on like charge through the thing. I'm coming after them. I'm going to get it, and just like run right up to the thing.
And can I add Ilshara as my third emboldened bond person as they come into range?
No, because it has to be when it's cast, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, I get to choose 3 people, but what's
I
the
was
range when casting?
Sounds
You
good.
mentioned choose 3 willing creatures within 30 feet. Yeah, no, so they're out of range. Yeah,
out of range on that one. So, no, sorry.
okay, no, that's fine.
Out,
That's
out
fine.
of space. Then the individual in the middle is they're going to be focused on you, I'm afraid, and they breathe on you. And from the right hand side, which you didn't see, that seems to be breaking most of the sticks and making most of the sound. They hold in their hand.
Oh, great.
Close. Great
Oh,
act.
man. Oh, God, great.
They swing this ginormous axe towards you and they roll a 12.
No.
I'm just like, whoa.
So not a hit for you, I'm afraid. They bring it back on a second pass. 17.
Nope.
I like to think Arden's just like dancing on the ice.
Yeah,
I feel like I've just got like frost all over my face, kind of thing, from where it's like used its breath weapon, and I'm just like.
Next in this lineup is actually you. Then, as you go, you kind of duck dive around this thing.
Okay,
Arden, your turn.
That did not go to plan. Right, okie dokie, fine.
You fake.
Back to playing nasty. Fine. That's the way they want to play it. That's fine. I'm just gonna like I dodge and then I just headbutt it.
Yes. Yes, I like
that. Bang.
Yeah. Really.
So that'll be 9 to hit.
No.
It just like that was a bad idea.
Yeah, you you go to headbutt, mistime it, and you hit one of the shoulder pauldrons.
It was like,
what armor does it look like it's wearing?
It looks pretty thick, pretty tough.
And as I'm holding my head, I kind of then just use my elbow to just kind of go back for another attack.
Yeah, no worries.
11.
No.
Oh,
it's like my funny bone.
I mean, now with the emboldening bond, that does add a D4.
Oh yeah.
It does or it doesn't? I think
think
what
it's
you
does.
No, I had to
said.
default my attack rolls, but I don't think. I think it does.
What was the s-
Forgot about that. Yeah, wild
what was
bonded
the
creature.
second one?
Once per turn, they can roll a d4 and add it to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw they make. So
What was your second roll?
11
No.
11.
plus 4, so it would be 15.
No.
15? No. Okay. I'm just just like, I might
Next
as well
in
spend
this
a key,
is
spend a key point and I'm
Go
gonna
for
spend a
another
key
whack.
point and just go and I've made a tit of myself now, so now I feel embarrassed.
Feeling everything metal. So
So I've got my hands like this, so this time I'll go for a kick in its side.
No. No.
Oh,
Come on,
Um,
tell the class.
so 10.
No.
Sorry, 1 second. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? I always forget this bit. Where is it? So I haven't hit it. I didn't hit it, so I don't get to do that. Right. I'm just like, my knee. Just everything's the hell. That's
think
really thick armor. What is that stuff made of?
The worst display of Arden's martial prowess
just
we've
like,
ever
ow.
seen, to be honest. Normally, he's such a badass. And
Final
kicks everyone
attack.
out.
Final attack is another 10.
oh.
So I've just gone, ow.
Basically, it
Ow.
sounds like
Kicks
you've
it with
joined
one
a,
leg.
you've joined a steel band. It's like, dun, 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 punk, and then nothing.
I'm just like, I've bruised my knee, I've hit my funny bone, I've got a bruised head, and then I punched it with my left hand and bruised my knuckles. I'm just like, ah.
Ijara's looking at you like, like just completely got out. If that is your turn done of you embarrassing yourself, Arden, then
Yeah,
we'll have
that's my
the
turn
other
done.
up next, please.
Didn't
And then
hit,
it's
attacked 4 times, hit
This my
0.
Nyala and then
Do
Bishop.
I see this?
You would
Do I see this
see-
fantastic display?
You would see in 6 seconds Ijara run towards. You'd
That's
see
the worst I've ever
launching this
done.
flurry of punches, and like then Ijara like looking at them like, what?
I thought you were some kind of formidable fighter, and you are just
Yeah.
flailing.
Like, what is it? What is this guy doing?
She's just going to raise an eyebrow, just go a bit closer, a full 30 feet,
Yes.
and like, I'm not even going to question this. I'm going to heal you later for this, and cast a firebolt on it.
Please.
Fire
make
what?
it on.
Firebolt.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
I heard.
I am not
I
casting
heard ball.
firebolt.
We're not. We can't.
100%
can't
with it in
do
there.
For
that.
fuck's sake!
Roll. You roll.
Laura
Roll.
Bed.
That's
had-
a 10.
We had every bit of advantage on this, and we've screwed it up royally. So we, me.
No, I'm afraid not, Nyala. 10 does not hit.
Yeah, I know.
A tree sets on fire behind it because you're
Hey.
firing.
Okay. Oh, I can do that. I'm going to use my telekinetic shove on it since
Okay.
I'm in the range, and I'm going to try to push it away from Arden.
Okay,
Can you roll me a strength save, please?
I can. Let's
And
roll.
then
Something.
you're gonna knock a prone, and I think yeah.
21.
Oh. You can roll that.
DC is 15.
Is it the day that I get good rolls? Is it possibly the
It
day
seems
that
so.
I get them?
Imagine if we get TPK'd by one zombie.
Right?
Trident
Oh
strike.
my god.
The funniest fight ever.
We fight a dragon, go through a horde, we lose to one zombie.
This guy. Right, Bishop, it is your turn. You're kind of a little way off to its backside. There is an opportunity to flank if you want to get in close combat. You could kind of circle round a bit to get like opposite Ijara in this.
I'm gonna do that, and on my way as I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my Rite of Dawn.
Mhm.
If I can remember how much I need to lose for health.
1d6.
Yeah, d6. Okay. Womp womp.
I said it as a question.
Nice. Yeah. Because I saw a d8, but that was for one of my blood curses. All right, and now I'm flanked now, right? I'm like behind the guy.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 attacks.
So you get both of these because you
Yes.
are flanking.
The first one is, oh my god, no. It's a 15.
No.
There was a natural 1 and a 10, so it's a good thing I got that advantage. And the second one is
D4.
Oh yeah, D4.
All right. Well, the second hit is a 24.
So that one hits, and even if you rolled a 1 on your other one, it would hit. So you get 2 hits.
Oh! This guy's about to get fucked up.
So it's 16.
So the first hit does terrible 7 points of bludgeoning with let's see, 8 points of radiant.
Okay.
And then the second hit does 10 points of bludgeoning with 5 points of radiant. And I think that's it for me. And that's all I can do.
Okay, hold on. Keep those there a second. Because I've just got to check something on a creature.
Is it vulnerable to radiant?
What is he resistant to?
Okay. So it was 7 and 8
for bludgeoning and 8 and 5 for radiant.
8 and 5. Okay. It's back to the top of the round with Ijara now then. Unless you have a bonus action that you'd like to do.
I use my bonus action to activate my right.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay. They will pull their long sword. They are wielding 2 hands.
I thought you said they had a great axe in one hand.
No, this is Ijara.
Oh.
So we're up to Ijara at the top of the round. The other thing, the zombie has the axe. Sorry.
Legendary action. And like, oh
no. No, not quite.
We fucked up.
They hit with a 20. And they do 14 for their first hit. And then their second hit, they're going to swing their sword again and try and chop this thing in half. And they miss with a second hit as the first blow actually nearly knocks it out of the way. And it when they swing for where the zombie is, and the second on the backswing, it misses them completely.
I turn to Jar and go, not as easy as it looks, right?
It's tricky. It's very wobbly undead.
and then me like whack.
So there's 3 people in melee. I'm just going to roll to see which one it's going to land for. So Arden, I'll go do it in the order. So it's Ijara is 1, Arden is 2, and Bishop is 3. Arden, it's you.
Oh no.
Okay, so it kind of comes back off, still focused deadly on you, it would seem, for the first person to disturb its little walk around the place. And it rolls a 24 on its first attack.
What?
Jesus.
Doing 14 slashing.
Oh, that's like a lot. That's like a lot.
And then 6 on the second roll. So the backswing again, like it's like too much for it to get you on the backswing here.
I'm just like,
Yeah. You catch it maybe just across the top of the chest, and it cuts deep. It's your go. Sorry, it's your turn to punch this thing back.
okay. I'm gonna grab the phone and swing out with my sword as I lean back from the hit, and then I'm just gonna swing forward.
Yeah, go for it. Oh no! Don't make that sound.
14.
No.
Oh, plus the D4, plus the D4, plus the D4.
You need at least 2.
2. Yay! I hit.
What do you got? 13 plus
16. 14 plus 2.
16. Oh
16.
yeah. You're on it. Yeah, just on it. Yeah.
Oh God.
Christ, could just decide, just like, yep, smash. And I try and
That's
slash it across
Arden. That's the one. Yeah.
try and slash it across the face for 9 damage.
Okay.
And then as I've slashed up, and then I'm going to try and slash back down
Cool.
for 15, which misses. Let's spend another key point.
It's one zombie.
Days like this, DM. Days like these.
Days like these.
I'm doing great. I don't know about y'all.
20 to hit this time.
Yeah.
So I'm just like off balance to go for the second one. Now going back. I hit for a 20. So that's 8 more damage. So a total of 17 so far. And then I'm going to go for one last attack. 17 to hit
Yes.
for a total of another 6 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely looking a bit ropey.
So 23 damage in total.
Yeah, cool. I add it up as we go because there's different types of damage. So if you can just list me each blow, as it were, that's
Each blow, no problem.
for me. But I find that easier anyway, and then the different types obviously separated as we go. Yeah, we are at Nyala. Nyala, it's you.
It's just see all the hits that miss and get done, and I'm like, and one thing is quite obvious. Bishop has some skills with handed for sure. She's
Yes.
like, huh. And gets fireballs again.
Okay, go for it.
Who's on that one?
Mm,
Okay. Oh,
Fucking 12.
Another tree on fire.
Eh,
we can start forest fire out of nowhere.
Bishop, it's you then. If,
So much for not causing attention to ourselves. Cling, 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 fire, fire, fire.
And we're gonna be as quiet as possible.
It's your turn.
Go ahead and attack it again. I still
Please.
have advantage, right? It didn't like move or anything.
You are flanking it with the Ijara Lapsuron.
Did I not get advantage for flanking?
You would be off to the side because it's only a single square. You'd have to be a large creature for that to count as a flank.
All right, 17 for the first hit and 15 for the second, but with that bonding bond, that makes it to a 16.
Yes, that's right.
Nice,
So
nice, nice. So the first hit does 10 points of bludgeoning with 5 points of radiant, and then the second hit does 14 points of bludgeoning
14. Flipping heck.
5 points of radiance.
Tell me how that last radiant hits this creature. Is it block?
Yeah. Okay. So, they more or less like get into like their zone, right? This is what they do. This is what they know. This is what they do best. So with each swing, you just see her building up more momentum as she like springs it, and then I'll say in the last hit, that's when like her injuries start acting up. So she kind of lets go of her hammer for a second, but it's on its way down. So it literally just like smashes his like head in. So that could be like in the armor. So and that's like, oh. Let's just pull that back out. That's like, you know how they struggle a bit, and then like when it's just stuck in there. So it's like,
Yeah, I imagine it's still standing, and you kind of, and as you pull it out, it goes and collapses to the floor. The heap of armor, smashed skull, suit of heavy plates.
You guys okay?
That's not fair. I had snow in my eyes. I think I'm ready to go to sleep now.
Sure, my watch now. I will watch.
You watched first.
Oh no, yeah, Jara did watch first. Sorry, yeah, Jara did watch first. Okay, we go now. Come on, me, you inside. We'll get you warm. We'll get the snow out of your eyes.
I'm just going to give the zombie a look over first.
Oh yeah, please do.
Taking a look at its armor.
Yes.
can I loot it? Does it have anything that I might find interesting?
I'll let you either make both individuals, or one can do with advantage.
What am I rolling?
An investigation on.
Going
Do I
to
have
guide.
advantage on? Do I have advantage on the? Oh no, it's to recall information. Never mind.
No.
I'm going to guide myself.
Are we rolling individually?
I think you roll individually.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll.
It was almost a 19, but I got stuck on the 9. So 16.
You see the obvious things. The metal armor could be quite useful to someone who would like to, who could wear something like this.
17.
Is it like plate armor?
It's half plate, you might say.
You're taking this.
17.
I've been trying to upgrade for half plate. It's just like a
It's
one
not-
AC boost, but that makes the giant.
It's not your size, so you might have to have it altered and changed.
Yes.
It would it would encumber you.
I'm a blacksmith. So I don't know if you'll let me to do that while we're traveling, or if I have to go and get in a workshop to do that.
You would need a workshop for such amount of heating because of how one blacksmiths is not over a campfire. You can't
Yes.
do that.
I'll keep it like in my corner, you know.
Yeah.
With magic fire.
As you're looking over it and you see Bishop's eyes lighting up over this half plate, what you notice is there is a familiar crest on this Arden from literally earlier in the day.
Wanderer's Lament.
No. You see
The royal one for the
you
dead
see a
dragon
mark
one.
of the House
Oh.
Norn. Yeah, you see a mark of the House Norn.
and I remember it, I'm gonna like smelt down the armor so that I can make more or less make into pieces for the armor that I already have existing, because it's like a mesh type of thing in the clothing. So I realize I do need to go back to Smith.
There's a chainmail, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Luke. Oh, I'm sorry.
This house seems to have befallen some bad luck.
No idea what you're talking about, but okay.
And you rolled a 17 as well. So
Yes.
Arden, your one finds you as Bishop's taking off the armor of this creature, and tells you about them wanting to upgrade, maybe shape it to themselves when they're able to at the lament or around elsewhere. You were just watching them take their things from this body. You remember the ritual that you had to perform, or the kind of haphazard surgery that you had to do before to remove the heart from the female half dragonborn, and as they're doing it, a small, like almost cigar thin tube falls out from within the armor, like it was stuffed within the underclothes of this, like, you know, like the woolly bit that would be between the skin and armor. What's that?
They pick it up.
Wait, to what?
So you rolled a 12. You didn't see this. It's Bishop. You rolled a 9. Sorry, didn't you?
I rolled a
9
for investigation. I rolled a 17.
I rolled 17 as well.
I thought you rolled 9.
No, I rolled a 17.
Oh, 17. Sorry. Okay, so you would. Sorry, I thought you said you rolled a 9 in total. Sorry.
Oh no, I rolled a 9, but it went to a total of 17.
Sorry, that is my mistake. So you see that this is armor, very useful to you. You both notice this kind of crest on it, although Arden knows what that crest means because they are a resident of Frohast, or have been for some time. It is there's the crest of Royal House of Norn. As you're taking the armor off and kind of focusing on the armor, a small scroll case falls out. Arden picks it up, and it's just a small sort of like cigar shaped little box, like tube. Sorry. Well,
what did you
Is it
find,
like
guys?
some kind of small, possibly scroll case?
yeah, that's what it's like.
Do the end and try and see if there's anything in it.
Good for warning.
That was one time.
It is. Anybody speak Draconic?
I do.
Can't read this. Anybody?
Let me see. Actually. Oh, yeah, I can. What does it say, DM?
It says to you, Niala. Or it reads. It doesn't say to you because they're not talking. It reads upon it. It is a statement of intent and a letter to be delivered.
Okay.
This letter is one of several. It is marked as one of several. The letter is describing a cry for help, a plea from the House Norn to any who would heed their call through old bonds or to forge new, to assist them in the recapture and the re-finding of their prize female white dragon. It is a desperate plea. It is not sanctioned by the current king. It seems that from this letter, what you uncover, that the young half dragonborn princess had left their home of their own will, against the behest of their father, to gain help in this endeavor.
Well, seems like and I tell the other as I read what's on it, and well, seems like she was going to find help and left without father approval. They want her back, and we only have her hurt.
No, they said the female white dragon, right?
Yeah.
Female
Is it
white
so?
dragon.
Isn't that the one that we killed in?
But she was
The
already
Kansas?
dead.
No, white dragon, not white dragon born. White dragon.
I mean, she was half, and she was part of nobility, so.
No, not the white dragon born. The white dragon. The one we slain.
Can you rewind that? I think I missed something. Sorry.
There's the dragon born, which was the princess that we found.
Mhm.
But they were in search of their white dragon. The Lich stole their white dragon. The one we killed in Kakanzax.
Yeah, you've got it, Luke. You've got this. Yeah, so the party that you came across, the frozen party, you can assume from this that this was an individual that was with them, that maybe survived the dragon's breath, but didn't survive the Lich's touch.
The dragon was obviously important to them somehow.
Yeah. We need to find the youngling. This is game.
Oh. Maybe if we change tact. Maybe if we don't go to Vermilion, maybe if we go to find the House of Nord. Maybe we can inform their king of the loss of their princess.
I mean, we've come this
the loss
far.
of their prized dragon, but also try and enlist their help.
What do you say, Bishop? And Lisa.
Oh dear, one sec, guys. My audio's...
I will, Ajara will say, look, we're in the mountain. We have to go all the way down the mountain to Melon and out of Melon. You've just come from Melon. You don't want to go back to Melon, really? Look.
I mean, on the bright side, if we do eliminate the Lich and find the dragons, the baby dragons, that may or may not be my fault if they don't have a parent anymore. We can go back, we can go there and give them back their symbol, their dragon, and ask for the help in exchange.
If we inform them of what's happened, it might not be looked favorably upon, but they may try and help us in aid of vengeance against the Lich.
If you've got a bribe, if they want, they like dragons, right? The dragon. If you have a dragon, you have something they want. Then they might help you.
We don't have a dragon.
Yet.
That's why we go get the dragon from the Lich. We punch the Lich.
But we need their help to take on the Lich.
Ah.
So we can't go and get the dragons to go get them to go get back to the Lich. It's a lot of back and forth. Why don't we go to the Dragonborn first? Ask them for help getting their dragons back from the Lich. They get revenge from the Lich. They get the dragon younglings back themselves.
Why haven't they done it themselves?
Maybe they need help, like we need help.
And maybe they don't know. Not exactly.
Maybe they know
Yes
the
or
dragon's
no?
missing, but they don't know where the dragon was taken by him.
Maybe.
Where
I
do they
don't know.
live?
In the Western Reaches.
Yeah, you head north from Merrin for a few days. There's a road that leads out, like kind of north-ish, kind of northwest-ish. It leads around the Red Main Peaks, and they have a land there city, big walled city.
Maybe we should-
That's
How much added time would that take? You're not-
Long walk. You'd have to go back out through the hordes.
maybe we go to Vermilion first. And then go back. We need help. We lost Rook, we lost Nanjara. Our list of potential allies is starting to grow. We now have a contact within the Fae.
When you say contact, how is this done? Like what you got is
I don't know. They seem to know more than I did. I didn't really
How did
ask them
they-
how I'd contact them, but they said that they would try.
there is.
what did they give you? They give you something.
Good question. What did they give me? I haven't got my
They
inventory
gave
up.
you a small pea pod hollowed out with finger holes, like a little ocarina.
Yeah, the little, yeah, I remember now. I typed that down, I'm sure. Sorry, I haven't got my inventory folder open.
That's all right.
Well, they gave me this. I'm guessing I'll blow on it. I don't know whether they'll come right away.
There
whether they'll come at
might
all, but-
be another possibility, allies, that we might get to ask help, but we need to get to the mountain for. Oh God, she's going to bit my ass. Oh.
I mean, at this rate, we could potentially. All this time we were worried we would have to take them on our own. What if we turn up with an army? The Dragonborn, the Fae, anybody from Kakanzax.
Has
Could turn up on
anybody?
this
Oh, sorry, Tom.
Lich's doorstep with an army.
Now this is a question for kind of it's a Sin question plus a Nyala question plus a Bishop question. Where did Sin put her ocarina that she was given?
Where did I put my what?
You have
were
the
given-
ocarina. I have the
you-
books, but you have the ocarina.
Sin was given by the Fae encounter where you were playing hide and seek. A small pea pod.
Oh yeah, Nan took that.
Nan took it.
Yeah, she took it.
Okay. Did you give it to Nan? Did Sin give it to Nan or?
No, when I died, Nan picked up the pea pod from the staff. And then like I think Bora kind of like a brooch or something. I'm not exactly sure.
Didn't
Okay.
I took the
But
stuff?
I do know that she took it from the staff and kept it.
Wait,
But-
no, I was the one that took the staff.
You took the staff, but she
I
has
took
the
it.
pea pod.
Ah, okay. Cool. All right. That's fine.
For my ashes, she had them on her. Did she take my ashes too? Oh my god.
Yes, she did.
Oh,
She probably would because she's heading to Gargamel.
oh yeah, that's true.
It would make sense. It would make sense. Okay.
Sucks when I get robbed, doesn't it?
Okay.
Let's sleep on this and revisit it in the morning.
Yeah, I think at this point, Nyala is going to get a little stone out from the plane of Earth.
There's, yeah.
I have a connection with the plane of Earth, and this is the key to make me pass through. But I need a specific location to activate it. And as far as I'm concerned, the location is on the mountain at the temple. I fear that I may only be able to activate it there and ask help there.
This is your home stone that you're holding, yeah?
Yeah.
Why do you feel like it would only be activated at the temple?
Because that's how she told me how it works. When I'm near a passage, it just vibrates and tells me I'm near home.
Why would the temple be near home?
Sorry.
What's the temple got to do with that?
You remember when we were in the forest and I got the stone out? It was vibrating towards the mountain.
True. And there were those portals in the woods.
It didn't react to it.
But maybe they're some kind of network. What if they're not the only ones? There's one to the Fae there. What if there's more to different parts, different realms?
That's what I told
They
you I
said that
feared.
there was the portal to the Fire Realm and the... What was the other one?
Earth.
It's elemental plane of Earth that you found out.
Earth. Earth and Fire, wasn't it?
Yes.
There were two.
That's what the elk humanoid told you, and also what you researched in the books told you about the history of the ignition ruins.
These realms aren't your home, though, are they?
Sorry.
These realms, these portals wouldn't take you home unless there was others there.
I mean, not really. It's really weird. I never actually understood very well how it works. Just when I'm near a thin layer between the realms, between the planes, it would just react and act as a key to open the portal and make me traverse it.
Right. Oh, this is a lot.
Yeah.
Let's
Why
get some
don't
rest.
we go to sleep?
Yep.
Also,
Please.
Arden, your face is blue.
Yeah, I'm aware.
No, like your face is blue.
Yeah, I know it's cold.
You sleep through the night. The night goes without any interruption from here on in, and you wake in the morning and begin your journey. Now, if it's okay with you, so we don't spend 2 whole weeks doing transport and travel, I think we've found a lot of interesting things within the forest. We can either jump straight to Vermilion, or we can go to the crevice if you wish.
Let's go to
I'm
the crevasse,
down
yeah.
for Vermilion.
I'm down for the crevasse. I feel like you wouldn't have offered that option if it wasn't.
Oh wait, the crevasse
interesting.
is like the shortcut, right?
The crevasse was on the way, yeah.
Oh,
It was
possibly.
Yeah.
potentially
Okay.
shortcut.
Then yeah, the crevasse.
Okay, cool. So
Good
I'd,
for
I'd at
whatever.
least like to scope it out before deciding whether we're gonna do it or not.
yeah, that's fine. How are we all for having a quick 10-minute break and then we go for
Yeah.
there?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a coffee and then we'll go for this bit there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just had a little chat about some spells that Niala would be creating, and we are going to do a bit of a jump cut here. So it's about a week and several days into the journey that you come across the crevasse. You think there might be maybe a day's shortcut if you could cross straight across this, or maybe something to investigate within it. However, en route, what has happened? Niala has been provided with the raw material, has prepared the spell Fabricate, unlaced and undone the molecules of the this plate armor into like fine ringlet mail, reshaped it and reformed it, and given that back to Bishop, so that Bishop now gets an extra +1 to their armor. Plus.
Just think that as she does this, like everything poof, and just from the tip of the fingers, like little violet strings come out and just pick all the molecules back in.
Yeah, I like that. I like just like almost like knitting them back together in like a
Yeah.
crocheting them back together. Is there anything else anybody would have liked to have done? Now, Arden, you're going to probably have been making some stuff, I imagine, in that time.
Well, gold is becoming finite, and I think I've made everything I can with all the ingredients that I had.
You got fresh from the lament, remember? You got.
Oh yeah, I stocked up, didn't I? I didn't have to pay.
Yeah.
You got enough to make 1 healing potion, 1 oil, 1. I can't remember what you requested. I think you said you wanted to make a healing potion. There was enough to make 1 healing potion on the way. Last time you were going to craft some holy water. And there was something, an acid was another thing you wanted to make.
Yep.
A vial of acid.
I can make acid with the alchemy jug, so you get free acid.
And I also, because I'm assuming we're taking breaks.
There was I think the other thing was holy water.
Holy water, yeah. Could you make me a?
There is one other thing I wanted to do.
An intelligence check with a perception check with the holy water, because the holy water you made just as you left the lament.
Perception.
Yeah.
And can I do the meditate thing?
Yeah, let's just get Arden sorted, and we'll go.
15.
15. Your holy water, as you you're getting your kit out to make some one of your other potions, has got stuff floating in it. Like greenish, rackish stuff.
I'll take out my alchemical kit when I've done that, and I'll be testing it to see what I've done.
But you take it out, and it takes you some time to concoct a few tests on it. But you notice it immediately as you uncork this holy water, this water that you've blessed. You smell it. The water itself, it's still blessed, but this water is foul. It's water that you got from back at the lament.
So the water's poisoned. Or just off water. Desiccated.
Make me another. Can you make me intelligence roll?
Just a general intelligence.
Yeah, because it's history if you're proficient, or history if you want to. Really, if he gives you any bigger bonus, I'll let you.
I'm not proficient, and I rolled a natural 1 +1 for
Nothing springs to mind in your recent history.
Other than the slime thing that could have been contaminating the water. I spend a few nights casting Purify Food and Water,
Mm-hmm.
and I use that to try and help purify the water.
Yeah.
From the
It does eventually clear up, but you notice that any of the fresh water that you harvest here from the snow where you are now is fine. You're not having to.
It's
do
just
any-
from back there.
Yeah.
Okay. One more thing I'd like to do.
Yeah, go for it.
It's one evening I would like to. I've been going through my things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether you can remember this, DM, where I got these, but I got them. Written parchment shipping routes, import and export documents for Northern Sol.
Yes, you got those
Was-
from inside the temple, underneath the ice, when you first met Davel.
Yeah. And since then, recent conversations about Nyala's ship or the people that she was with have come up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to bring up these shipping routes and this kind of ledger of that.
Yeah.
And
So
see
there
if
was-
she recognizes any kind of ship names or symbols or crew names on there to do with hers.
Go on then. The name's there, Nyala,
Oh,
and you actually got to name the boat as well. So
I got to name the boat.
don't you remember in our backstory? I'll let you choose the name.
I did.
So you can, and you see the name Dural Fauxbridge, Fauxbridge,
Yeah.
Sure. That's the captain of the ship. And you see the older routes are all made by sea up until a certain point. Then you start seeing their shipping routes traveling over land.
Boy. Okay.
Is that your ship?
Maman. Merci. Ah, il faudrait savoir. Oh, c'est pas vrai. Sorry. Ah oui, un chat. Fucking character. It's it is. Why?
So you thought you lost that ship, but it's been traveling in and out of Northern Sol for quite a long time now.
I didn't live on. Let's say they weren't very.
Favorable terms.
Yeah, I mean, I love them, but they can be a bit much sometimes.
So is this going to be a problem?
Oh no. They would actually help me, but I think they might not be as it might not be as favorable to help us at first.
Well, let's
Might-
revisit this at some point if we do need to gather more allies as soon as we get to the post. Let's table it for now. I just thought I'd let you know that I found this.
Just be if you ever encounter them, the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Tact. Much tact is needed. She takes no shit. Absolutely no shit.
Okay. Good talk.
your mind reels back to a certain point where you were docked at a hidden jetty on the Heptar Island, where you were delivering cases of contraband wine to the priests there, and you remember the conversation that Dural had with the priest on the jetty there. Yeah. How this very high up man of the cloth was cut verbally to ribbons by Dural.
How is this name spelled?
It's let me just spell it to you now. Okay, J apostrophe
Okay.
RAHL, Jaral,
Right.
and then Fawkesbridge is FAUX as in foe,
Okay.
and bridge.
Okay. Not a Joral that I would know then.
No,
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Just
low
a
deck.
coincidence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And the name of the ship is the low deck. Yeah. Like low and deck, like you would take like a deck of cards, something like that.
yeah. But didn't you do it? Didn't you write it in French? I'm sure you put it in French. Didn't you call it the low deck, but you did the French translation?
Le bas pont, oui. Le bas pont.
It's la ba pom.
Let me
I've forgotten to add this to your notes because we were doing it as a kind of back and forth
say
chat.
that.
Put it in this le ba pom. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, cool. You know what I need to do? I need to get all of your stuff that we worked on and put it in one document. Actually, Celia, if you fancy doing that for me,
Yeah.
that would be lovely. Go back.
But yes.
I mean,
yeah, that's
We'll-
okay.
I'll
just
table that
attached
conversation for
certain
now.
words.
Yeah,
Kind of
that's
leave
what
her
I
with
was
the
doing.
documents, and so she can read through them and look at the routes.
Bishop, can you make me 3d20 concentration rolls, please? Con checks.
Oh,
8, 15, 14.
8, 15, 14.
Yes.
Oh. Now that 15, you get that similar feeling again that you did on the last one, where you see the dagger nearly vanish from sight as you turn it in your hand. And you're going to have advantage on your rolls, on your first attack roll again. And I would say it would also count for stealth because of the nature of the raven's feather, which I didn't have last time, but I think that would make sense because that sounds like what the raven that dagger would give you.
Wait, wait, what about stealth? Wait,
advantage on your first attack. An advantage if you need to
First
make a stealth roll.
Stealth check.
Oh, at any time?
For this day. The meditation is okay. You come to the edge of this cutting. You see a large expanse across this space. It drops down many hundreds of feet, and the bottom is shaded with the way the light falls here. You are high up in the peaks. The air is thin as you draw your clothes close around you to keep yourselves warm, colder than you've been so far. In even naked snow diving isn't quite as much as this kind of all-penetrating freezing cold that wraps around you in your warm weather clothes that you hold close. and you have this huge crevasse in front of you. What would you like to do?
How far across does it appear?
Let's roll it.
And how deep is it? And what's the steepness of it? Is it a sheer drop or
It's
is it
sheer. It's pretty
sheer?
much a sheer drop down. It looks like a rent in the earth, if you know what I mean, where it's like two mountains have split like this. I mean, there's some footholds because it doesn't obviously split clean. I'm gonna roll to see, randomly determine the width of this thing. We're gonna roll some d10s. It is it is a long way. It is 150 to 200 feet across in places.
I can't make a bridge that big.
Obviously that narrows as it goes down, but at such a gentle gradient. Because the walls are so steep, it doesn't even want a shallow gradient.
So 150 to 200 feet across.
Yeah.
How many feet did we get to go down again? Sorry, I was.
You can't see the bottom due to the way the light falls here.
Okay.
Hmm.
150 feet across.
Well, if you align several trees, I might be able to do something about it, like create a ladder to go down.
We have rope. We got rope from the moment.
I know, but I don't trust rope that much.
And you trust a ladder made from trees more.
Look, is there any kind of big trees?
There are a few scattered about. The trees have got thinner as you've kind of rose higher up.
How big is the highest?
Let's say it's going to be 25 feet. No, just say 40 feet tall. It's a big tree.
Just within the limit that I can do. I'm going to go to a tree because the descriptions say that I can fabricate in a 10-foot cube or 8 connected 5-foot cube. So about 40 feet, yeah. And I'm going to touch the tree and I'm going to turn it into a ladder, a very sturdy ladder.
Yeah. How does that happen? Describe that look to me.
That's insane. You can
I
touch
don't
a
know.
tree and turn it into a fucking ladder. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Uh,
How many times can you do this?
Well, it's a 4th level spell, so 1 time for now. But at a higher level, I can do this 3 times. 3 to 4 times.
It's
So
a shame because 3 of those strapped together we just go across. Bloody hell.
she's going, so she's going to touch the tree. From where her hand touched it,
Mhm,
there's some violet light that start to appear.
mhm.
And it starts to spread all along the tree. And it kind of like shatters around her into fine molecules before on both of her hands and a forehead. Little violet strings start to rearrange everything to make the ladder, picking every molecules. There is some sparks here and there because you have to rearrange things.
Mhm.
And on the final one, all the strings poof out in little fireflies.
I like this. This is the most beautiful ladder that anyone's ever seen because it is a ladder that has been not made but almost
Fully
like
carved.
grown of the tree, because there are no joins, there are no nails or anything that has to be hammered in or hastily pegged into holes. Each thing is part of this once living tree, and you now have a bloody great ladder. Even Ajara looks impressed.
What do you say?
That is nice ladder. What do you want to do with the ladder? We're up a mountain now.
Yeah, well, Arden wanted to go down the hole, so.
It's a long way down. I don't think that's quite big enough, but it's
It's
certainly pretty
40.
enough.
40 feet, it would be
You
nice
want
to
me
at
to see
least.
how far it goes down?
And then like drop a torch to see how far roughly it will go.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
do
gonna do that. That torch, keep that shit in there.
Can you please roll me a D100?
I do 100. Yeah. Where's my D100s? Right here. 98.
Whoa.
That better be something bad, Pete.
Roll me a D4.
Oh no.
A 4.
Oh no.
Okay. I've just got to do something and then I will check. Let me see.
No.
Guys, I fucked up. I fucked up.
Oh no.
What have you hit?
You really fucked up, dudes.
What have you done? What have
Oh,
you
no.
done? You dropped a torch off a cliff. Fucking an undead dragon asleep at the bottom flies up.
Don't say that.
Not 1, not 2, not even 3, but 4.
Swarm of
Shush!
harpies.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Roll initiative.
Ancient primordial comes from the depths.
Okay. All right. All right. Because I got a lot to manage here, I think.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is this a random encounter table that you've used?
It is indeed.
Oh,
No.
God. Oh no.
Is it like bad? Like how bad on a scale of 1 to
It
10?
sounds bad because he's got a lot to manage, which makes it sound like there's a lot of things to fight.
Don't worry, we have the tank Niala. We got this.
Okay.
Oh,
You drop the torch
Yeah.
and it sails down, and you watch it drop. And you see it go and then begin to light some of the darkness. And in that darkness, you see more rocks and boulders.
Yeah, that.
But then you see one of the rocks twitch and bring an hand up to cover a head. It covers its eyes as this blazing hot torch drops into the darkness.
Can I tell what it is?
how big is this thing?
Yeah.
You see its face turn towards you.
Mm.
You realize
Mm.
this is a giant humanoid.
A giant. Cool. Is
A
it a storm?
huge giant.
Okay.
It looks up at your face, peering over the edge of this crevasse, and it bellows as you've disturbed its slumber.
Oh.
and it starts beginning to climb.
Say we go,
Oh,
guys.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you do so,
I'm guessing a giant is slightly out of our crit rate, our challenge rate.
as
Well, it
you
depends
do
what
so,
giant. It depends what giant.
as you do so, Bishop,
We're so
Bishop,
fucked. Oh no.
Did I
what
get
is
a
your
rock thrown
armor
at me?
class? Can you tell me what your armor class is, please?
16 now.
Okay. Okay, 26.
Oh, is it bludgeoning?
Oh, no, wait a minute. It rolls at disadvantage. No, it doesn't hit you. So a rock suddenly swooshes up, not the one that's climbing, but a rock kind of appears out of the darkness, hurls past, and lands just behind you.
How many are there?
Is that Storm Giant?
You rolled a d4, you got a 4.
Yeah, so I'm guessing 4.
4 giants. Well, shit. This was a. Oi! Stop it! Sorry, cat scratching the poo. Little fucker. Can scratch the other things. He can't fucking scratch that. It's brand new.
Yeah, and then as you look down, Bishop, this rock barely misses you, and his Yara goes, "Oh my god, they are big things to punch." One.
We go.
There are more. There are more than the one. Things are coming from the, and they are starting to climb.
Time to go. Time to go.
Yeah, time to get.
Go.
Jump back straight on the sled and let it haul ass. Can we skip to Vermilion now?
Yeah. Yeah. We can
Right.
literally just pretend this part never happened. You know?
Oh, we're gonna.
No.
We are, I'm afraid, gonna have to have some sort of chase scene. I'm afraid, because you have disturbed these stone giants from their slumber. So before they get to the rim, you are able to get to your cart. Let's have an animal handling check from, I'm guessing, Bishop, because Bishop is the driving seat in this.
Yeah. I have +4, guys. Not that great. Hey, 20.
Cool. You G up,
Damn.
and everyone
I'm
jumps on
rolling
board.
amazing today, huh?
Jara jumps and
Super
climbs
high.
on the top of the cart and looks back. Where is everybody positioning themselves? I'm guessing, Bishop, you're driving, so you're at the front.
Yeah,
You've got your eyes on the road.
Yeah, I'm the designated driver.
Yeah.
Jara's
I'll
kind of
be-
coming along going like, why are we running? Like, look, we got the...
Just come. We can fight those. Come. We go.
Things that
What
are
do they
farther
look like?
away, like they might look small, but when they get closer, they're much bigger. Let's go.
Yes. What did they look like?
It's... okay, could you... we're going to have to roll initiative to see what happens and who gets these strikes first, I think, anyway. So let's have
Oh, well, I have a +1. Hey, 16.
They can kill us in one hit if we're not too careful.
13.
15.
Sorry, what was yours, Neola?
13.
13. Arden
Once
is...
they get like 30 something, and I was like, ah.
what's your dex, Arden?
My dex is +4, 18.
Okay, you then, Ijara. We're gonna roll for these boys and girls.
Why do you guys let me do that? You know I'm really bad at causing trouble. You know, like you guys
Okay.
cannot let me do that. Now we might get TPK'd.
Cool.
So did you roll a 98?
Yeah, 98.
Okay, good to know. Remember that for the future. Don't roll above a 90. Christ.
Okay.
10 is
So-
raining 30. That's cool.
Look, it could have been worse. It could have been a Tarrasque.
So,
Don't say
three of
that.
them,
The mountain
them-
moves.
3 of them get to the rim of this thing when you are on your way.
Jesus
They're
Christ.
gonna roll to try.
what do they look like, Pete? What do they look like?
Okay, so as they pull themselves up, they've got great big, long, distended faces. Their skin grey as the mountainside itself. They carry in their hands great stone clubs carved from stalactites, and one that is made of a piece of an old tree with a boulder smashed into the top of it. They wear the fur of many great beasts stitched together, and shoes made of a rough hide, leather tanned, and what precedes them is a kind of stench of the mountain itself, but that and this kind of odor of musty sweat that kind of spreads out before them as they bellow towards you. They will what are they going to do? They are going to they're going to make 3 attacks at long range, so they're going to be at disadvantage and just throw rocks. Okay, that's the first one.
I really hope these aren't storm giants, you know?
First one misses.
Well, it sounds like.
Hmm.
1 hit.
One hits the car, or one hits a specific person.
They're aiming for the cart.
Oh.
What's the
Not a car.
car's AC?
We just got it fixed.
Okay. A huge boulder flies towards the cart, slams into the side of the cart. Now, Bishop, I would like everybody on the cart to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh
Oh, I'm
no.
not the best at those. Oh no, I'm okay. I'm decent.
That 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
24. Then 20. Yeah, 23.
Emboldening bond on everyone.
Yeah.
well, it
On my
was a
turn.
9.
When it gets to my turn.
It was a 9, so I don't know. The highest it's gonna go is a 13. So,
You haven't got it yet anyway, so.
Okay. Can you? So who made
yeah, and I rolled a 4. 13, the highest.
13?
Oh.
What was yours, Arden?
Well, no, it's 9 because I haven't done emboldening bond yet. So
Oh
it'll
no,
be my
oh,
turn, so
the
it's still
9. Yeah, it's the 9.
24.
Pass. Celia, pass. Make a sleight of hand, please, Bishop.
I'm
Can I
bad.
try
Oh,
to grab Bishop as a reaction?
it was a 9 as well. Oh, I'm rolling terrible now.
Tell me where you were positioned on the cart, because I imagined you were on the top, looking backwards at these things proceeding towards you. Bishop had jumped into the driving seat. But tell me if you were in a different position. That's fine. You can tell me that.
Nyala would be actually just behind Bishop. She was a bit inside, but still behind the one.
I will say you can have a reaction to try and save Bishop. Ijara is thrown off the top of the cart by this rock impacting with the side, but manages to grab onto one of the ropes that holds the tarpaulin kind of sides onto this cart. Bishop, you do not manage to grab anything, and even the reins of the 2 bears slip out of your hands. You are falling through the air. Nyala, what is your reaction?
I'm actually going. Kitty. Sorry. I'm going to use my bonus action shove because shove I can actually
Jump
be.
more into the ground.
No. Actually, I can choose if I'm
You can pull.
pushing.
Towards you.
Oh, I love this. Like you go,
It's like
Yeah,
bouncing on a trampoline.
you slip off, you grab at the rein, you try and like your fingers just slip through it. It does that, and you're like, and then all of a sudden it's like
falling
you're
forward
suddenly
back.
pulled into the arms of Nyala. Nyala kind of grabs you and kind of puts you back in, like you kind of drop back into the driving seat of the cart, and they proceed on. Right, it is Bishop's turn. Bishop, what are you doing?
Does it look like Ijara has a way to get back on?
Ijara is hanging by the rope there, their feet like dragging along in the thing, but you know that they are pretty strong. They're going to have to make some sort of strength check to get back up.
Okay.
Sorry, Arden. You look confused.
So I'm confused by the initiative order.
Storm Giants, Bishop, Arden.
Oh, okay. I thought I rolled higher than Bishop. Sorry.
You rolled
I rolled
16.
a 16.
I rolled 15.
15, yeah. You're higher than me. You're higher than Ijara. So it goes
Okay.
Storm Giant, Bishop. So yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought I'd rolled higher than Bishop. No, that's right.
No, 16 was Bishop.
Well, just because you're
I
a
thought you
monk.
said
You
6.
see?
Sorry.
This is why monk thinks are always fucking better.
No.
Well, come on, Bishop. What are you doing? You got the reins. You got a hand free.
Yeah, I'm fucking dashing.
Oh yeah, dashing with his
And-
beast. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I like that. You're just
Go, go,
dashing
go,
with
go,
his beast. You count this as kind of in this situation, you're just kind of running away at full polar bear speed, which gets you another. Because they got to the top and through. Because they made their movement up the cliff. That was their movement, and then have we got a polar bear stat block up at the moment? Hold on. Here we go. I think it's 40. Was it 35 for a bear? Speed 40, yeah. It's 80. They zoom off. Yeah, I thought it was fast. You kind of start running off into the distance. While this is happening, you've got a few seconds here. Arden, it is now your turn. You are several feet away.
I am going to try and pull Eljara back up.
Okay, cool. You will make a strength athletics check to do so.
Oh, are you strong?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Not very strong at all.
Emboldening bond or guidance?
I'm going to guidance, yes. But this is my action, so I can't do emboldening bond. That would
I thought it was a
be
bonus action, sorry.
no, it's action. 14.
14. You start pulling and you get them some way up. You might have eased the DC on their check when they begin to climb back onto the cut.
I just hold on to like their wrists.
That's right. You get them from being dragged to kind of.
I'm trying to I'm kind of holding them now.
I'm a lad. If they get a natural one.
She looks up at you and goes, thanks, that was a big rock. I did not like this.
So don't throw no pebbles.
Oh, I've just rolled an arcana. I don't know why I did that at all. Oh dear. Let's go again. With a 24, they grab your wrists and pull themselves up and over you and jump back onto the top of the cart as their action. And they look back and they go, "Hey, you guys suck! Stop throwing shit to that cart!"
Antagonize the giants.
All right, and this I know I'm not the bad guy anymore. That's fine.
Nyala.
It is my turn. I'm going to cast Fog Cloud on the giants so they can see shit about us where we are going.
I thought you said fuck cloud then.
Fog Cloud.
Fuck cloud is what I heard. Just like what? Oh dear.
First the pull, now the fuck cloud. But no, this
Fuck cloud.
What's the range?
the range is 120, and
Somewhere in between, yes.
yeah, and my concentration for this is an hour, and diameter. No, the radius of the sphere is 20 feet. So
Okay.
You're
It's
using
the
this
middle
to
of the
obscure us from their targeting.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's good. That's clever. I really like that. God, who
Okay.
said wizards suck?
They're going to try and run and get through it. So they're going to probably get up to the fog cloud. They're now going to try and roll. They're going to roll at disadvantage again. And I'm going to say it's going to make it more difficult. So I'm going to probably up the armor class on the cart, I think, because they've got. It's not. I can't do double disadvantage.
Yeah, but it's like it's got it's like it's got cover.
Half cover. Yeah. Well, no, it's obscured, so it's full cover. So it's +5, isn't it?
Yeah.
That would be 3/4 cover, I think.
Oh yeah, because full cover you can't hit, you can't target. Nope, first one misses.
At least we know where to get some giant parts if we need to get some, you know? Yes.
Oh, second
Did
one
we
just
make
gone.
it?
Pardon?
Sorry, second one hit you up.
Hit the cart?
Mm-hmm. Who hits
Is
on
it-
the cart?
Is it like on the back? On the top?
Mm.
It's got to be on the back now.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be on the back as you're running away.
Okay.
You rolled really well.
Same last time.
Whoa! Okay, can you each of you roll a dex save again, please, as these boulders hit
Now
2 dex saves each.
someone's going to die. 2 deck saves each.
Yep.
15 and 11.
15 and 11.
21 and 17.
You're all right.
19 and 23.
You're all right. You go off again.
It
Bishop.
goes up again. Christ.
I'm gonna do it
Just
again
have the-
because
just it's like fucking roller coaster. Bishop
you stay
pulls
with
off,
us.
back on, pulls up, back on.
Ijiara sees the rock coming and it kind of slams into the side of the cart. They brace their legs, even say, they go, "You can do it!" And then the rock hits and it goes smash into the side of the cart. And they brace themselves, "Whoa, you could it!" And they look around, they see Bishop flying off. So I will allow Niala to take her teleconnect it as a reaction because that's just such a cool, just a wicked
way to do it,
thing.
yeah.
That's awesome. Just like, no, not again, and you get pulled back onto the reins, and you're sat down.
I'm going to tie your hub if this continues.
It would be Bishop's turn
Mm.
in this.
Yeah, there's not much
Keep
I
running,
can do
just
besides
keep
that.
running. Try and do an animal
Yeah.
handling check to see if you can get the guys to go a bit faster.
We did that before to get you
Yeah.
faster on the animal handling. Yeah.
Prefer. Oh no. No,
Come on,
Okay.
Bjorn. Come on, Espen.
No, Bjorn and Espen do not respond to your kind words as they have before, and proceed at their normal speed. I'm afraid, not any faster. Artenis, you up next. You're proceeding along this kind of rocky crevasse.
How
Hey,
far
Bjorn.
away is the nearest giant?
They're at disadvantage, so they are at least.
I would assume they're chasing us down.
Their range is 240 feet. Is
Jesus.
so? Is their long distance? So they are rolling at disadvantage. So 240 feet behind you.
Okay, that's fine. I can't. I'm out of range for anything.
That's why they're rolling at disadvantage because they're a
yeah.
long way out.
And they're still hitting.
Yeah, at disadvantage and a higher AC.
They're still hitting. We need to get the fuck out of here. Christ. Got my phone. I've got absolutely. I don't think I can.
Oh no, what the fuck is that? Okay, never mind.
I'm just going to attempt to get up front by Bishop, and I'm going to tie them to the fucking steering wheel. I'm just going to lash them to. I'm going to put a bit of rope on them and tie them to the seating platform so that they don't fall off again.
Okay.
At least one of them.
I have now fallen off. Okay.
I just loop around the ankle, tie it around there really quickly.
So I can be dragged when I'm fall.
I'd like to shout some encouraging words to Bjorn and Espen. Just be like, "Come on, boys, you got this."
And Bjorn and Espen, yeah, so that's your action to do the thing, and you just, come on, bears, go, kind of thing. Ijara will, how far can Ijara? No, Ijara can't throw that far. No way can she throw 20 feet.
Or instead, what's the initiative order? Who's up next? Niala.
Sorry, say again?
What's the initiative order? Who's up next?
Ijara.
Ijara. You know what? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not tying Bishop. No, I can do much better things with my action. I am going to bless all of us. Oh no, I can't bless all of us. I can only bless 3 of us. Yeah, I will bless. I'll bless the 3 of you. I'll bless Eljara, Bishop, and Yana.
Okay.
What does bless do?
It gives you +4, a D4 on your saving throws, attack rolls, and ability checks.
Okay. You bless each of them, and each of you sort of tingles with.
What? Since when did I get 2 spell slots?
For me.
Is that just a normal cleric thing?
A level 1 cleric doesn't get 2 spell slots, does it? I thought I only got 1. I'm not complaining. That's all right. I've got 2 spell slots. It's fine.
You should
get. I don't know where they come from. I swear I've only ever had 1. Maybe I've been playing wrong. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, I cast Bless on Eljara, Niala, and Bishop. That's my turn. And I shout encouraging words of wisdom to Bjorn and Espen.
Ijara will cast Moonbeam.
Oh,
so they cast Moonbeam at 120 feet behind the cart, and that's like a trailing behind them as you move. They hold this Moonbeam focusing behind them, blazing down from the sky. This like a circular portable cannon, like is like burning the snow and kind of dissolving all the snow that's behind you folks. It would be Niala's go.
It is. Let's see what can I do. I mean, the cart is pretty damaged.
Yeah, it's had 3 massive boulders. It's received over 80 points of damage.
Get repairing, Niala. Start spamming that country. Repair.
I mean, no, because it takes a minute for the mending to fully take effect.
Okay, maybe not then.
And I cannot do fabricate right now because I do not have any 4 level.
Do you have haste?
Not prepare right now. I do have silvery boards, just in case. But it's a reaction, so I rather not.
Yeah.
Fog cloud is cast, so they don't see us.
Well, they will see us next turn because I'll move through it.
Can I move?
Well, hold on. It was 128-foot radius.
A 20-foot
20-foot
radius.
radius.
20-foot
So
radius. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
they can
never
literally
mind.
just knock out.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
I'm still here, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
well, I mean, if I go for higher level, it's goes bigger, about 20 feet.
Mhm.
The radius, because you know what?
You tell me what. I'm your DM. I'm all ears. Tell me. Tell me all about it. I'm interested.
I am going to cast again for cloud, but this time at a third level.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that I have a radius of 60 feet right now.
Okay, so you got one that's a little way back off, that's at 20 feet. You've got another one at 60 feet. So there's 80 feet of fog between you and the targets.
Yeah,
Can
something.
you can hold the concentration on both?
I cannot do both, but I can just recast it because I lose concentration on the other one, and the bigger one appears at the same time.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. So there's a 60 feet between you, yeah.
Yeah, and this time the concentration is not minutes; it's an hour.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's a thicker cloud. What you see now, as we come back to the top of the round, when you know it's their turn, is you hear like from within the cloud like a loud coughing. And then you see like these huge boulders start flying out of the clouds again towards you, but completely random. One hits the side of the mountain and like to your side, one goes straight down the valley beside you, and then one is coming straight for the cart.
Can I?
But as it comes towards the cart, it hits where Ijara has the moonbeam trailing behind the cart, and it just literally dissolves in the moonbeam that is like behind the cart that's being dragged behind it, and it just and crumbles to pieces because it's an object. I don't think a boulder would survive very well through a level 2 moonbeam. What is it? What's the damage on a level 2 moonbeam do?
Quite high, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, 2d10. Let's just roll it just to have a look at what it did.
2 damage. Let's go.
Don't.
9, 10, 11 damage to a boulder. I think that's pretty decent. So yeah, just and this boulder dissolves in this kind of trailing field of destruction that you have behind you. And we're back to Bishop. Let's have that animal handling, see if you can G these boys.
I doubt it, but I'm about to see.
You were rolling so well earlier.
Oh, 22. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you do it. This time you start gaining pace on the giants. You hear them starting to vanish into the distance as you move off away from these creatures. We'll finish the round. Arden, is there anything you'd like to do this round? Mute.
They're vanishing off in the distance.
Right, you're right. So Nyala's cast that massive fog cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Bishop has managed to G the
Yep.
creatures by another 20 feet. They can only run. If they dash, they can get to 80 feet, but then they can't throw
Because we're out of range.
because you're out of range. Yeah.
Master driver.
Okay. I'm gonna make another crane. Just send a
Yeah.
crane away. And
What
someone
does it say?
this tiny
What
little
is-
crane hits the stone giant in the forehead. It opens up and it just says, sorry.
One of the we'll go do a little cutaway. So in a fog cloud, somewhere on a mountainside, a small piece of paper hits a stone giant in the face. They unfold it, and they say to the other one in giant, "What's it say?" "I don't know what it says. I don't read human." "Is that human then?" "Yeah. Lines are all funny on it." "Yeah. You got any more rocks, Barry?" "Yeah." And more rocks start hurling. Just
Oh, no.
no tracking at all on them. And Ijara is on the back going, you see, you can't fight us. We are still good for you. We got the rain. Yeah.
Elijah!
Arden just kind of slumps onto the floor and just
You call them rocks? They're pebbles.
Sake!
Niala, it's your turn.
ah.
I mean,
Ijara's action is completely just through, like their entire action is to intimidate you. Let me see if I can intimidate these stone giants.
oh
I'm gonna be
Aw.
shouting really loudly for them to hear you from this far away.
Yeah. Like she is bellowing.
um,
That's how
15?
last
I'm-
night
I'm-
we were trying to be stealthy and now we're just screaming.
Stay
Oh,
away. No, a long time.
okay. So she rolled a 15 versus
Eh.
their wisdom of 8.
Oh.
So you actually, the rocks stop flying for a little bit, and they're like, you think, he's like, ha! That showed them. Yeah, we showed them, right?
I am not. Why did you scream at them?
To scale them.
Or provoke them?
Either way. Either way, look, no stones flying.
Yeah.
And now we have to repair the cart
Again.
again. The third time.
Third time, what happened the first time? Or the
First
second?
time,
What?
the first time we got it repaired in Marin. The second time we got it repaired when we just arrived at the Wanderer's Lament.
Man.
Now this is the
right,
third time.
yeah. Oof. Oof.
I'm going to become a carpenter at the end of this adventure.
Oh yeah. You will actually.
Mechanic.
Yeah, you're like
An artificer.
Lead
An
mechanic.
artificer.
Oh, Niala takes a sideline in sled artificy. Like, you're like, yeah, I know about sleds. Just instantaneous. You want a sled fix? Yeah, just ask Niala.
Proficiency sled.
Can you roll a sled check for me, please? At advantage.
There is literally only in D&D you can say this,
Yeah.
honestly. But no, for my turn, I'm going to tie Bishop because you
Okay,
are
just-
not getting off this cart because of this. We need you, okay? We need you. We all need you. So please stay on board.
Yeah, we really need you. You're doing really good with the animals, Bishop. You're doing so good with Beyond the Aspen. I mean, they like me, but they love you. Ijara will start examining the damage to the cart and like, well, the back piece is going wonky here. As you're traveling along, you get out of the distance. This bit is like there's something with the bit here, and it doesn't look great. I'll go inside. I'll check on the cats.
Oh god.
It's the cats!
What do we
And
call them now? Because we can't call them Godfrey. What do we call them?
I mean, it's his name, so.
Yeah, but there's not one of him anymore.
I mean, I can try to put them back.
Just
On one?
Godfrey 1, Godfrey 2, Godfrey 3.
There was 7, right?
G1, G2, G3, G4, G5, G6, G7.
GODFREY.
Oh. Oh.
GODFREY.
I mean, yeah.
Your G, your O, your D, F, your R.
I just suddenly realised that Godfrey, and that was a random roll as well to see how many there would be.
Could you use like prestidigitation or something to dye the letter into there first so we know which one's which?
Yeah,
I
well,
don't have precipitation, but that's a good idea. For now, just cast mending on there.
This is when we come up with all sorts of anagrams for Godfrey and move them around in order.
Oh, anagram maker, let's go.
Dog free.
There is this a cry out from inside the car. Godfrey seems to be okay. Things have gone strange in here.
Oh no, is it like all warped and like a house of mirrors? Because everything's been bashed about.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Like, there's some distortion to the inside of the car, like some of the
Everything's
extra
wobbly.
When you step in, does anybody go inside?
I do for repair.
Okay, so you're going to repair from inside rather than from outside.
I mean, I can't. I would fall off.
You've got to touch it, haven't you? To
Yeah.
repair it? You can
Right.
touch some of the spaces quite easily where they've hit on the outside, but when you go inside, it's like it's almost like a Salvador Dali painting, where no, not a Salvador Dali, an Escher painting. So you step in to the doorway, but Ijara is somewhere up on the wall, but she's also very small. She's like, look how weird this is. What is this? And you see like there's a Godfrey like somewhere else that's really massive. All the perspectives got like
Huh. And becomes violet, and she touched the car like.
yeah, it starts gradually as you cast it again. All the shapes start coming back into shape, and you see like the little windows out at that look out onto that kind of lake and the field that you've been used to seeing. They gradually kind of form back into normal shaped panes. They're no longer this kind of geodesic break. Niala, can you make me a perception check, please? And Jara will as well.
Next time I ask to do a shortcut, tell me to shut the fuck up.
We kind of made it. But we had time. We had time. We're gonna fuck around with connect across them.
And we forgot the ladder.
No, that damn ladder.
Ah, god damn it.
Fourth level spell slot, well used. Some adventuring party.
No good. Made a ladder and stirred up a nest of giants and ran away.
Some adventuring party in the long and distant future is going to be looking through the wastes.
Look at this.
I come across this perfectly crafted, beautiful ladder in the middle of fucking nowhere.
It's still standing. It's still standing because I mean the roots of the
planted like a tree.
still planted like a tree. 26 for perception.
Niala,
Still rooted into the ground. Oh.
you see that Godfrey is mildly upset, but it's not to do with the room.
He hasn't been fed.
You can see their tail swishing,
Oh no. Oh,
The
that's
balls-
bad.
and they are focused heavily. My focus has gone weird. They're focused on the window panes that go out onto that view, and you see that there's a crack in the window pane. And as you move closer, you get the breath of fresh summer air coming through the crack before you mend it.
Summer.
Summer.
Just
Well,
like
it's kind
a
of
portal.
a field rather than what you've been used to. You smell You smell like fresh grass, and you smell the water of the lake coming through, and you hear, and that tweeting, the tail is swishing on all
Godfrey?
of 7 Godfrey.
Godfrey? No.
Do we just fuck with time or dimensional space?
I feel like it's the second one.
I think we did both, my dear.
Are you when you spoke to Godfrey? Are you casting with the?
Yeah. I mean, I have to.
I thought you were just telling Godfrey off in normal. But if you're speaking, Godfrey will reply, "There is a flying one. We wish to eat them."
No. You have food. I fed you this morning. No.
That one sounds delicious.
I said no.
Can you not hear it?
I can hear it. I very much want to
Do you not
chase it,
hunger for
but no.
feathery body, tiny crunchy legs?
No.
You hunger
Godfrey.
for it too. I smell it on you. You wish to hunt it.
I mean, that's quite obvious, but no. Godfrey, no. We have other things, other problems.
I don't see any. Just the bird. Oh, what do you
Yeah.
fold?
A little paper crane comes starts flying around Godfrey.
What is this?
Or G.
Who is this?
Is it fluttering?
Yeah, I was
Godfrey is
going to
completely
look at
now
Arden.
distracted.
Make another one. I can have 5 of these at one time. So there's like 5 little paper cranes flying. Godfrey.
All of the Godfreys are now fascinated. Their attention span is not long. And they are now all fascinated by the tiny flying paper birds around them. Can you make a frog? Didn't you say you can make a frog as well or something?
I can make a boat, a crane, a dog,
A dog.
a flower, and a samurai. I'm tempted to make the dog.
Start chasing
Make the
one of
dog.
the Godfreys.
Make the dog. Make it chasing.
You start chasing.
I recall 5 cranes, and I used 5 to make a larger dog. Dog has a movement speed of 10 feet. You can mentally direct the dog to move. Creature hostile to you moves within 10 feet of the dog. The dog moves up to it at speed towards it and gives off a loud barking noise.
Godfrey's
And a
all
paper
run to the top of a crockery case, and paper dog is at the bottom. What kind of shape of dog? Describe what kind of dog is it?
It's going to be something small like a Jack Russell. Or
Yeah,
something
like a little
that.
Jackie that's like bouncing furiously.
And he's like,
We don't like this. It was birds, now it's dog.
Yeah, I'm as scared as you on this one. What the fuck is this creature of devil? Arden?
what?
Can you make it stop?
No.
Servant Arden, make it stop!
Heel, and then it just becomes inert and flattens into little sheets of paper.
The cats gradually calm down and start like batting the paper, like trying to get under it, like just checking that there's nothing there. And yeah, still now there is a breeze coming. Well, just like through one of the cracks in the glass, like you get this smell of something through the window, and you can hear the tweeting of birds.
As much as Nya is fascinated by the smell and bird, she's going to mend it. To do mending again on this.
The sound stops immediately. And the window kind of goes from being like this cracked up shape, and basically over the spell of the next day or two, you get the cart into a movable position format where it's not going to rattle itself any further apart out of the storm giant's range.
I have an idea. In the next few days, can Yana do fabricate on the cart so any cracks and bits can actually disappear or get fixed? Because the material is still here. And with fabricate, I can
manufacture the part. You fabricate the parts. So
yeah.
yeah, if you need any spare parts, there's wood to stop and make the things and create them. And yeah, as you do proceed on to Vermilion, it takes some time, but you arrive at the edge of Vermilion. And let me read what you see. Okay, here we go.
Finally reached the ghost town.
Yeah.
Think about that. This ladder, they're just going to.
Just randomly find, you know.
You arrive off of the track. The village is eerily quiet. Plants of various varieties, snowbound, hardy plants and roots and wildlife have taken over the crumbling housing. Leafless vines climb over rotting walls. Birds are scarce here, but where they can, they've made meager nests in the exposed rafters, and gnarled, torn up trees kind of have started growing. They've had 10 years to kind of fall out, break through the roofs of the buildings. And the overcast sky adds an air of oppression to the scene. And this kind of grey cloud, heavy with snow or threatening snow, covers the village, softening all the sounds that you hear. So there's that kind of dulled input to each of your ears as you arrive on the cart into Vermilion.
Yeah, can I ask you how many days would that have been?
To get there, so you only had about 3 days, but you had to spend an extra day. So 4, maybe 5 days.
Instead of a shortcut, it was a delay.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's for my spells and everything, so I'm keep tracking and how many.
So next session we have Vermilion.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, would I sense any presence of undead or any traces they might have left?
Of undead. What, using which feature?
I don't know, up to you. Perception, investigation, arcana.
Oh, you just want to
Nature.
make a check to see if there is something here that is undead.
Yeah, like as it's like getting in our view from the distance, I want to use the goggles to like zoom in to see like scope it out as we're like slowly making our way there.
Oh, okay. Can you make me a perception check then?
Yeah. And I think I get advantage. I need to check the thing. On site only. Yes, I do. Oh, decent. It's okay. Could be better. 19.
Okay. Far off, as you zoom in, you see the map of the town. You think you see something behind a building, but you can't make it out what it is. They just kind of duck behind the building edge.
Well, I'll say this. Is it like clear weather? Is it like nice? Is it like a nice day?
It's reasonable. It's not a great day due to the kind of cloud coming in. There's a gathering mist that kind of clings to all the bottoms of the houses. Then it's that combination of blown up snow and like a gathering sort of evaporation from the sun, bringing up the moisture levels.
You know what make me think about? In Vox Machina, the town of Percy.
Whitestone.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, like, in clear visibility, I can make out details of even extremely distant creatures and objects as small as 2 feet across.
No, this is kind of obscured with this kind of. The whole place feels difficult. Right, so you're at the entrance. You have. Shall I pop you on the map quickly, and we'll see what.
Yes.
Should we save that till next session?
Yeah, maybe we should do that. Oh, you've got the map. So, oh, hold on. Have you seen the full map? Have you got the full map?
No.
No. Let me see what you would see immediately on the map. Let me hop over onto Roll20, and I'll reveal a bit of what you would see from now.
On Roll20.
Hold on, just so you can see where you are, what you start seeing. Yeah. Let me see. I think I put this in here. Oh no, I put my wrong password in. There's something wrong here. Sorry, folks.
It's all right.
Getting there. Pew, 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 pew. Oh. How funny is that? Your game is the oldest game, I think, on here.
Yeah. Really, for me, it was spectacular as the last one. The cold, the quiet year, and then on the other ones we've been playing, which like Osram and another one I can't remember what it was called. But
Okay. Let me zoom out.
oh, Sin, how I miss you.
Okay, I can show you the map. I will move your player token over to the map, and you can see the city of Vermilion, the town of Vermilion properly.
You're able to share our screen? Share your screen?
I'm just gonna. Do you want me to do it that way rather than make you log in?
Yes, please, because otherwise it's going to take an age to load on mine.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay. There we go.
Whoa.
that's a big city
Yeah.
or town. Is it a town? Village?
A town.
Town? They have the graveyard top left.
So
They
you
got-
are.
I'm guessing the townhouse.
You guys are down the bottom here. In those first
Mm-hmm.
4 squares, basically.
Okay.
I feel like at the road, it looks like a tree.
Yeah, I see that. The
You
symbol.
can see ruinous buildings all around you. You do see a great big tree up ahead. There is a large building behind. And probably from where you are, you wouldn't make out that graveyard just yet, but Lucas has told you there is a graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And there's enough trees here so we can repair the wagon too. Or just take extra wood just in case. You know?
Yeah.
Just put it on the top. Or like
Yeah.
somewhere in
You
the back.
fabricate planks of wood.
Oh, there's a wagon right there. Oh,
Right, guys, I've got to head off.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's your
same.
map for next time. Thank you very much. That was very awesome. I
It
like
was a
that
fun
game
session.
a lot.
The
Yeah.
randomness of it.
Oh, God.
Right.
Running from stone giants.
Yeah, I will close the session now, and yeah, well, thanks for playing, guys. That was awesome. A really nice game, and thank you for being so understanding about last
Thank you,
week.
DM.
Pete, I also sent you the money for that thing.
Cool. All right, lovely. I'll sort it.
Cool.
All right, I will see you all next week if all being well.
Take care.
Just keep me up to
Take
date.
care.
And if Arden you need to do your 2 letters.
I need to send you the 2 letters for yes.
And
for working
also
as
any
well.
of the backstory that we started doing.
Document it.
Could you document it and send me a copy? And then
Yeah,
what we'll
sure.
do is, as we chat, we'll append it. Same for you, Niala. The same for you, Bishop. Like, as your character, if you could put it into a text document, because it's really nice doing those chats, but I'm worried that it's going to get lost
Yeah, the details. We don't want to lose them.
in it, and it would be a long old job for me to do each person's. And you could Discord me that, or however you want to drop it to me. That'd be awesome.
Will do.
You know what I do also? I put it on a little text and then put it also on my sheet, so you don't have to always put up the text every time. You can just look at my sheet and it will be on there.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome as well. I either way, put it in your description or your backstory or whatever. That's fine if you want to drop it in there as well.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, guys. I will see you later on. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thanks,
Bye.
Kate.
Bye.